Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to another vlog. More about on the movie news. And for this vlog, I decided to talk about more on sequels. First starting off with sequels on How to Train Your Dragon. More news on How to Train Your Dragon. According to from director Dean Dubois, who co-directed the first film and then directed the second film. He saying that a fourth How to Train Your Dragon film is not going to be happening, but he also states that spin-offs is a possibility. Now going right off straight away, like I said, I said it before. I love How to Train Your Dragon. I love the film and seen the sequel, How to Train Your Dragon 2. I absolutely love. Um, and I'm looking forward to seeing number 3 that comes out in June 2017. Unfortunately, I thought when there was supposed to be a fourth one, I would look forward to seeing a fourth one. But director Dean Dubois says that it won't be happening. But spin-offs are a possibility, and I don't mind. And I don't mind seeing a spin-off. Puss in Boots, the spin-off of Shrek. I like the first Puss in Boots film. What are there other spin-offs of? I'm just looking. I don't think there hasn't been that many spin-offs of other films. But I do like Puss in Boots spin-off though, and but spin-offs of How to Train Your Dragon, I look forward to seeing. Wonder how many, what kind of spin-offs will they do? Maybe a spin-off origin story of Toothless. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing that. Which is a film where it's just about Toothless, going through his life before the first film, I would like to see that though. If that is gonna be if that is a possibility, I like to see that. So yeah, it's just it is, but there may not be a fourth one though. But who knows? There's gonna be a few years. There's a few years ahead to decide if there is gonna be a fourth one though. Probably just saying that now though, but who knows? When a couple of years come by, maybe he'll change his mind or not. But if it is, it is. If it's not, it's not. So, but yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, I would mind. Like I said, I would mind seeing any spin-offs of How to Train Your Dragon. So I look forward to seeing that. Moving on. More on back on the horror films. Now that I've read how long that they're moving forward with another sequel to in the Halloween franchise. Now with the Halloween franchise, is it another sequel? How should I say about adding another sequel to the franchise? No, I do not want to see another sequel. Because after with Rob Zombie's films, the remake and the sequel, H2. No, I don't want to see no more. After Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I don't want to see any more. I don't want to see no more. And with say they're going forward with another sequel, I don't know if it's gonna be a different story or it's gonna continue on in Rob Zombie's story. I don't know. But talk about another sequel to the Halloween franchise, I don't want to see no more. Especially after Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I don't want to see no more. So I'm done talking about that one, and moving on. Next sequel, and which next sequel I was surprised that they were doing. I thought there was very little talks about it, but I didn't know they were gonna do one. They're actually doing this. They're actually moving on and making a sequel to a fifth Tremors film. Yeah, so they're making a Tremors 5 now, and they're saying that they posted a first photo showing that Michael Gross once again is coming back as Burt Gummer, and he has a partner in the picture running with them is played by Jamie Kennedy. Jamie Kennedy, who who was in the first Scream film, which which I like the first Scream film and didn't mind Jamie Kennedy in that film, but I did not like him getting killed off in the sequel. Off early. He returns in the sequel in Scream 2, but he gets killed off early. He's the scene where he's talking on the phone, he gets pulled in the van, and he gets stabbed to death. Yeah. So yeah, he gets killed. I don't like him. He gets killed off early in the sequel. So in Scream 2, and he's also been he's been like one of the main characters in the TV show Ghost Whisperer. Of course, and he was also in that piece of shit sequel, The Son of the Mask. But and like even the most recently, he's appeared in the most recently, which I haven't seen though. He appears in another sci-fi film called Bermuda Tentacles. Yeah, yeah, tentacles. Well, from the scene of the commercials, it was like a mechanical tentacles in the Bermuda Triangle. But it also stars Linda Hamilton as well. I just never cared, but I know that Jamie Kennedy just starred in that. I think he's just a scientist or whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I have no interest in seeing it. So, but yeah, he shows him he's co-starring in it, running alongside with Michael Gross. In the first photo of Tremors 5, and it said that's supposed to take place in like South Africa. And it's supposed to be like released on DVD in 2016. I don't know. Well, here's the thing. I love the first Tremors film. Love it to death. I love it to death. I put it one of my top favorite horror films, or maybe one of my top favorite films of all time. I absolutely love the film. There probably isn't anything wrong with the first film. I love it, and that was the first film I ever did where I started on my channel. I first started reviewing the Tremors franchise. Love the first film, love the second film, and Aftershocks. I really love the second film. I would say one of the best directed video was still called at the time, was directed video. And Tremors 3 Back to Perfection, it's a little bit less. It doesn't come close as the first two films, but overall I do like number 3 though. But it's a little bit less than the first two films though. So it's just a little bit less though, but not all that bad, not terrible. I do like it overall. I thought it was decent, but it's not as close as the first two films. And then Tremors 4, the prequel The Legend Begins, the prequel. It is my least favorite in the franchise. Even though Michael Gross plays he's been all four of the films, but the prequel is playing like the great grandfather or something of Burt Gummer though. It's my least favorite in the franchise though, but even though it's not liked as all the other films, but I do like that overall because I say it's one of the better prequels of some of the prequels of today, of live action films, but not anime films. I'm excluding anime films, but live action films, but it is definitely the least fair in the franchise, and I enjoy the short-lived TV series. Tremors the series, but Tremor, and since then it ended like with Tremors 4. That was like it was in early 2004, and that was it. Nothing has been since about the Tremors franchises, And now they're coming up with another fifth film, which I was like, oh wow, they're getting a fifth one now. I think it's a little bit too late because it's what the Tremors 4 came out like January 2004. It's like 12 years later, But it's just been me being a big fan of the Tremors films, especially the first two films, Who knows? Maybe I'll definitely get especially as part of the franchise. I can't like buy something without completing a franchise. So will I like it? Maybe it's a possibility because I've enjoyed the franchise overall. So yeah, so I'll give it a shot. And the last one I want to quickly mention, but I'm not getting too much detail. Now, I've heard they're going to remake Cabin Fever. Yeah. The film, it was the early film that director Eli Roth directed. I still haven't seen Cabin Fever, but maybe I'll get it one day to give it a look. But what was it, that virus? That makes people zombies. I forget what Cabin Fever was. Kids and teenagers in a cabin. And something like a bacteria or virus goes on. I forget what Cabin Fever was about. But then I heard they said they're gonna remake Cabin Fever. Like, sheesh. Now, no, this is Hollywood nowadays. Now they're just literally trying to remake every single film, even films that are made in the 2000s. And but whatever. I'm not saying anymore. So yeah, so that's my little another vlog, more about the sequels, about How to Train Your Dragon. More about the franchise, and then um another sequel to Halloween, and which I don't want no more. And then the fifth Tremors film, which I never thought they were actually gonna make. But still. And yeah, so that's more a vlog on sequels. Well, even though Cabin Fever remake is not a sequel, but I'm just wanted to feel like throwing that in there. So yeah, that's my another vlog. So thanks for watching. Take care and stay tuned for more on movie reviews. So I'll get to more movie reviews as soon as possible. So thanks for watching. Take care and stay tuned on the next movie review. Later.